Hi guys. It was really wonderful, and thank you very much for your entries. Was beautiful to hear the music, and I felt your passion, and very well done. It really kind of came through the recordings that you know you love what you're doing, and that's the most important bit, I think. So I think I will start by. I think we are recording this meeting, so I actually start in the order I have received the entries and the order I have listen to the entries, and then I'll talk a little bit about it, and yeah, and then announce the results. So sorry, it will be kind of a little bit of waiting, but I hope it's enjoyable. So first up was Carolina. Carolina, hi. Very nice to meet you, and I really enjoyed your playing. Very well done, very impressive. Particularly Bach and Mettner, I thought were really good. And I must say, of course, I believe you're Polish, right? Or
I'm Lithuanian.
Lithuanian, okay. Well, it's sort of Slavic. I really appreciated your Chopin as well. I thought you had a very nice kind of mix between European and Slavic sort of themes. I had a couple of comments, if you don't mind. Maybe it's helpful for the future development. So especially in Rachmaninoff a little bit, very famous etude tableau, but I felt in the coda, you were almost like taming him. You said, no, don't worry, it's not that dramatic, like, I don't know, maybe you were afraid of hitting the piano because obviously it's a very loud place. Maybe you felt that you need to think about the sound more, but actually it kind of was strange because you build up to it really nicely, but then the coda was like almost held back, which to me was a little strange. So um, calculate your kind of development, that the coda needs to be the climax of that piece, it needs to be there. So otherwise it felt like a little bit apologizing. So we have another forte on the top of a forte. So I also felt sometimes in Mettner, you kind of have good range of emotions, but sometimes I feel you just play forte and piano. So I feel sometimes you don't know quite what it is, like what's behind it a little bit. So it's just went like forte. Okay, I see forte. I'm not sure quite what I feel about it, but I play for. So I think it's a lot to connect with your kind of inner feeling as well, and then it will be more sort of credible and more convincing. But overall, I as I said, it's also a really great performance. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So the next one was Jia Ning. Yeah, hello. Hi. That was really nice. Actually, very well done for submitting it, and beautiful playing. I enjoyed, you know what I enjoyed? I enjoyed listening to it because I knew all the pieces, but I felt I actually kind of don't know them. So you brought your personality to the very well-known pieces, and I felt that I'm really listening with a great interest to to them, as if I don't know them. Although of course I know them really very well. Um, of course, I think given it's a home performance, it would be even shinier if we kind of got that on a like proper studio. But still, it came across really well. I really enjoyed your Bach. I really enjoyed your Chopin. Chopin, of course, could be finer always, But again, it's a good effort. It's a good effort. Very well done. And now Anna. Hello, Anna. How are you? All right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good. Okay. So Anna, well, first of all, a really big compliment on your posture and the way you sit at the piano. I wish I could sit like that, and it's solid. It's really great. I like you give the right impression straight on. Very good. I must say it was straight on, right into the kind of here I am. Fantastic. I really enjoyed your Bach, really enjoyed your Bach. I thought it was actually your strongest. I don't know how you feel about it, but I felt you managed to convey the ideas really well. You knew what you were doing, like, and like it made sense, you know, and it's very difficult in Bach to make sense. Chopin, you know, that was kind of interesting, right? I do think that, you know, you need to work a little bit on your piano, because I felt your piano is a range of maybe piano and mezzo piano. Maybe that was this particular recording, but I didn't feel in Chopin that you really gave me this pianissimo, triple pianissimo, diminuendo into pianissimo, diminuendo, then crescendo into mezzo piano. These kind of very fine details, which are written, and I think they are so difficult in Chopin, and that not executing them makes Chopin sound a bit average, you know. So I think you can push yourself. Like, don't be satisfied just with the sound of piano. Sounds soft, therefore it's nice. Yeah. So it's a lot of finer gradation there, kind of. Well, that's what I liked a little bit. And also, Anna, I think you are, if I may say, I think you're very kind of like, I don't know how to say, but I think your personality, you're very kind of responsible, and you analyze things. And I almost felt in Chopin that, you know, you almost like tell him, like in a coda or in a very kind of a dramatic bit, don't worry, it will be fine. You know, it's this kind of, especially the passages with the octaves where you want to go like crazy, da 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 da, you know, that kind of flow. It's a, no, it's okay. I can feel your pain, but you know, here we are placing that octave there. It's good. It's, don't worry. So I kind of liked a bit of extremes, you know. I wanted to feel this is like monumental drama. Is that someone's life is kind of going, I don't know, like really apart, it's falling apart, and then you're telling me, no, we'll cope with it. We'll analyze. We'll we'll make you feel better. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of you. Don't worry. So if you could possibly try and work on that as well, because you have to risk, even if you play a couple of wrong notes. I mean, I don't know, I'm the one who doesn't really care, as long as there is a flow and the feeling and the passion coming up. Yeah, so work on your extremes. I enjoyed the Rachmaninoff as well, but again, I felt you can be more powerful. Yeah, so yeah, don't play safe. That's sort of my advice to you. But yeah, great posture. I mean, really amazing. And here we have Vinnie. So Vinnie has joined, and Vinnie was next because I've heard her after Anna. And Vinnie, I don't know if you could hear us, but it actually was very, very beautiful playing.
Yes, I could hear you.
Great. I enjoyed very much what you did. I only wish that you kind of went further with your ideas. You know, I felt they were all the right ideas, everything, but somehow it was only like executed not to the like really your standard. Like, you know, I felt you could push. I felt that given sort of what I've heard, there is another level of you playing somewhere, you know, and you need to be very, very, very strict with yourself, thinking, is this the max I can do? Because if it isn't the max, then you can be even finer. But I think, like, in terms of your emotional playing and the ideas behind the pieces, yeah, I really, really thought it was great. At least I feel the same about those pieces, which is good. Okay, so Yuyan, yeah, do we have Yuyan? Yuyan Shen? I think no. Okay, well, I will say a couple of words. And she played Frédéric Chopin sonata and Appassionata as well. I enjoyed her technique very much, and you know, the details in the score she executed well. But I kind of feel that I felt there isn't still the kind of inner connection with the music. I didn't feel that Yuyan, you kind of executed what you feel. I felt that there was the score, and you just kind of reading me the score in a good way, you know, thorough way, but it wasn't felt. It wasn't your music. It was still Chopin and you know, Beethoven quite far away. So if you could work on your sort of understanding and then conveying what you feel through those details, that would be great. Now, moving on to Seasia, Hugh, is that right? Seasia, yes. How do you pronounce your name? Seasia. Yes, yes, yes. Look, I thought it was a great choice of program. Very nice to see Fore and also Tchaikovsky Dunka. It was great. It was really nice. I don't know how you felt when you were recording, but I felt you were maybe a little bit shy or maybe a little bit tiny bit uncomfortable. I don't know, maybe nervous. Can I say that? I felt there is another, yeah, you see you're nodding. So I felt there is another level of you, deep level, which in that particular recording I couldn't feel. I could feel there is something, but it felt, yeah, kind of always sort of closing up a little bit on that performance. I don't know, are the pieces fresh? Are they new? No, maybe the recording also process, but I felt there is like only a tip of the iceberg, that there is a lot there, but I don't actually hear it. You know, if you could open up and if you can find a more sort of a way to relax, that you share your music with your listeners, because I felt, oh, there is the microphone and therefore I'm a little bit afraid of making a mistake. I don't know if it was kind of true, that feeling came across, I'm afraid, that you were sort of afraid a little bit. But overall, really good. As I said, just get this out, and then it would be really, really good performance. Yeah. Okay, and then we have Shinai. Yeah. So hello. Again, a great program. Great program. Thanks very much. I actually I heard these etudes once, but it was great to hear them again. And they're beautiful etudes, actually. So fantastic, fantastic. Excellent overall. I must say, with Chopin, you were very brave to put that Chopin etude on your recording, because, you know, other people mainly have put the nocturnes on, you know. So to see a Chopin etude on the internal competition, it's not as a requirement, it's very, very brave. Although I did feel that it needs polishing, that etude. You know, it's not, I think, your finest version yet. You know, you can be flying there. You are again a little bit kind of not afraid, but tense. Yeah, I felt it's tense. And that etude in particular, you know, the minute you start feeling tense, you know, it becomes an etude. And we all know that in Chopin, you can't sound as an etude. Yeah. So I still felt it sounds as an etude. And there's a technical exercise where I feel in Chopin that's categorically not the case, right? Or so can't be like that. But impressive, you know, the kind of the program of 13 etudes. That's kind of, yeah, big respect from me, definitely, especially in the current times. And then I had two boys, which I think they are not here, but I will talk a little bit. So Philip, with Bartok and also and Chopin, Polonaise's Fantasy. It was impressive with Bartok, but I wish the contrast and the showcase of different rhythms was even more extreme. Although, as I said, impressive. I kind of felt that it's again a fresh work, or it didn't feel quite settled. And I particularly felt that in the Chopin Polonaise's Fantasy, because it felt like it's not the final interpretation. Is kind of a working process, which is fine. But, you know, if you make a recording, you need to be a little bit, have the attitude, this is what I think, this is what I share, and this is what my music is. Not like, basically, I think, and let's see how this would go. Yeah, so that impression of let's see how it goes a little bit disturbed me. Again, competition, final interpretation matters. It's something you own and share. And then finally, Nicolaus, which I enjoyed, and I thought it's really very kind of talented and very emotional playing. But I do feel that there needs to be many more detail to and attention to detail, you know, finer kind of gradations again between pianos and pianissimos, fortes and crescendos and everything felt a little bit average, and in Chopin and Liszt just everything has to be executed. I mean, so precisely. That's why they're so difficult. So no cutting corners, please. No cutting corners. Very detailed. Every single detail of the score must be there. And don't think, oh, I don't feel it here, therefore I kind of don't do it. It then makes Chopin and Liszt sound again, as I said, average. And very nice Debussy. I don't have much to say about that. Yeah, so good, really overall very good. So, and now we are moving on to the results, which so we have two commended, one highly commended, and then basically the winner. And I will start with highly commended, and those are Carolina and Vinnie. And as I said, for all those reasons that I mentioned above, I felt, you know, you had a great performance. You just need to work a little bit on it, but it was there. You know, the performance was really good. Just keep working on it. And then highly commended was Shinai. So Shinai, it was actually a tough draw between you and the winner, because I really enjoyed your etudes. I thought they were stunning, the cancelled etudes, but I felt your Chopin just wasn't there. You know, if you picked another Chopin's piece, I think it would have been different, to be honest, because I strongly feel about that the Chopin etude can't sound as an etude, right? So just can't. And it felt like there were technical issues a tiny bit, but still they were, and it has to be perfect. But amazing, very well done. I'm sure you can you know achieve it. In literally a short space of time. And then Jia Ning, you are the winner. I really enjoyed your playing. Yes, it was despite their kind of home recording, your personality came through. And as I said, it was so nice to hear these pieces that I know in a beautiful interpretation, but still with all the details that have been written in the score. I appreciate that. I appreciate when there are all the details that are written, are executed, and then on top of it, there is a personality coming out. So you managed to do both. And, you know, it still came through. Even you had, as I said, a home recording. And the most interesting exercise for me, I think, was that even in the home recordings, you kind of can hear, actually, you can hear really well what everyone is about and how kind of things are. Yeah, so very well done. And congratulations, very good effort, yes.
Hi, my name is Jia Ning, and today I will be playing J.S. Bach's Prelude and Fugue in F-sharp minor Book 2, followed by Chopin's Nocturne, Op.55 No.2, and then Mendelssohn's Variation Seriuses, Opus 54. Thank you.